I'm Ben Silverio.
I'm Don Shanahan.
And I'm Ansel Birch.
And it's
Time to party.
We are not doctors. We don't give medical advice. Please drink responsibly. Today's episode was recorded on March 2nd, 2025.
I was gonna do. I don't have an Oscar theme song to play you off on this one. You know, like somebody tell the maestro in the pit. Ben's gotta go. 35 seconds, buddy.
Just cut. That was all that.
Yeah.
It's a technical award. We don't even have to show this one.
No, yeah. Surprised they're even on
Ben's
the same
going too
night.
long again. Gotta play him off.
I've been a long proponent of a 2-night Oscars like WrestleMania. Put all the arts and tech, and then like the music performances that like the people kind of come for. Like make a party night one. All the music, all the original song, or original score. Make it a concert. Make it a fun time. Put some arts and tech over there, and then just put all the glamoury best of stuff on night 2. Put the tuxes on and make a 2-night thing. Get twice as much ratings on television, twice as many ads in the revenue, and I would WrestleMania that Oscars if I were that.
They need to take you more seriously, Don. That's
because if not, you get a 4-hour show and bad Conan O'Brien jokes for all that time.
And you still have to have a separate show for the technical awards.
Oh, I know. So like
they're still producing 2 shows. They're just not showing us the other one.
Yeah. But then like with 2 nights, you can everyone put no timer on anybody. That you've got 3 hours on 2 nights. Have at it with your speeches. Thank your mom. Thank your grandma. Thank your dog at home.
Yeah.
Like go for it.
Let The Rock run long. He's going to do it anyway. So we might as well let him.
Yeah. Who's going to stop him?
I know, right? Yeah. Maybe John Cena will. Dun, 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 dun. Did you watch last night?
Ansel, I know you don't follow.
I heard that news somehow.
Yeah. Oh man, John Cena. This is being recorded the day after John Cena officially turned heel again. So, audience, if that means anything to you,
well, it does.
Please know that I'm very excited.
I'm stoked. This is cool. And Cena never does many things half-assed, so I hope he really goes for it. Like new gear, new music, like go for it for the year, and then go out in your shield. He's still going to do that in December. So crown somebody when you're done, bad guy, but it'd be fun.
Didn't he stop wrestling?
Yeah.
So this is like his victory lap, essentially.
Yeah.
Like this is like his farewell tour. He's doing all the greatest hits one last time, but after last night, he's doing it now in a different way. Got it.
Because he's turned heel. That part I understand. I thought he had stopped doing it entirely.
No. Yeah.
Screw you guys. I'm going home. He carved it last night. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Party people, welcome back to the show that never ends until it does. We are here on Time to Party, and we have the incredible, the amazing, the spectacular Don Shanahan with us again.
Ooh, high praise. Thank you very much. Appreciate coming back.
It is so great to have you with us. And this month, you brought us...
I did.
Press Play.
Yeah. Well, you're a big fan, the whole show, not just Ben, but Ben's a big fan of last year's The Greatest Hits, which really went over well. A unique way of blending some music with time travel. And when I saw that movie last year, I'm like, boy, this feels a whole lot like a little indie I saw the year before. So 2022 Press Play, you could kind of say, Greatest Hits and Hulu copied some homework over here from Hawaii. And yeah, so the similarities are striking. I bet they'll come up in the episode. So
absolutely,
yeah. And you know me, I'm a complete softie, so I was going to bring you a romance because last time I brought you guys Somewhere in Time, and we all split a box of tissues over it. So it is.
Well, yeah, now that you mentioned the emotions of Press Play, if you don't know about the movie, here's what our good friends at IMDb say about it. A young woman has a chance to save the love of her life when she discovers that the mixtape they made together can transport her back in time. Yeah,
that covers it.
Yeah, that's and you know what? Tight 85 minutes, like that kind of just covers it. Yeah, this does not overstay its welcome by any means. So. Yeah, but I think the draw...
That's a fair assessment, yeah.
I think any 5 minutes shorter, you're like, oh, there's a loose end we missed, or 10 minutes longer, you're like, okay, now we're belaboring the point. So it lands pretty sweet, in my opinion.
Ooh, I would have given them 5 more minutes. I think 5 more minutes would have solved my big nit to pick with this.
I can't wait to hear that later.
Yeah, episode 2, we'll come to it.
That's right.
But yeah, there's.
Yeah.
Dare I say they could have used a couple more minutes of Mr.
Okay.
Glover's time.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's true. No,
Well,
this is from I think a little known director is making his debut, Greg Bjorkman. It's a story that's been written out by Josh Boone, who is like a Fault of Our Stars guy. So like it's in that,
Right.
you know, I don't want to say YA because these are 20 somethings, but like it's in that YA plus realm of, you know,
For
paperback romance level thing, but you just throw a little curveball in with time travel and music. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
And
I bet
before
nobody saw this movie other than the three of us
No.
sitting here. So
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I was actually going to ask you how you came across this movie.
The usual press circles. The Oscars are tonight, and we're joking about it and all that. And you know, I am that Rotten Tomatoes, you know, film critic who does the, you know, the mainline stuff and all that. But I really found a zone of really enjoying trying to find kind of the buried treasure. I enjoy that vertical entertainment and you know, Falco and, you know, the little PR stuff that comes our way, the B-level and C-level indies that no one's watching that I don't mind reviewing and being somebody's, you know, first or second review for. So I just I enjoy that tier of cinema versus, you know, one more Dogman movie or one more, you know, the big stuff, like even the stuff with the Oscars tonight. There's a lot of that stuff I watch for awards purposes and for voting purposes and the awards organizations that I'm in, but I didn't care to catch them in theaters. But these little digital ones, and this was like 2022, so this is like, you know, post COVID, where a lot of things were coming our way in the indie side of offerings, and I just intrigued by the premise. I'm a time travel guy. I've enjoyed your show and enjoyed all these movies that go with it, where that piqued my interest enough. And then the other draw of it was Lewis Pullman. You know, that was on the heels of, in fact, it might have came, I think 2022, it might have been a shade before Top Gun Maverick, you know, blew him up on another level. So I knew Lewis Pullman was kind of up and coming a little bit. And of course, you know, his father is a legend for us 90s kids, where, you know, that's President Lone Star to me. So, so yeah, like I was down for it. And I'm a softie. You throw Romance Hawaii and time travel in a premise on a PR email, and I will take that bait and I will give you a review. So I was happy to find it. And, but yeah, so few of my colleagues did, and I think there's like 19 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, or it's not much, you know. So tiny.
So
indie.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before we get into the movie itself, we here at Time to Party like to start off with some party favors. You know, give you a little incentive to check out the movie for the first time or to revisit it. In this case, it'll probably be the first time you're watching it.
Oh yeah.
But if you do want to watch it, it is on Hulu. So let's get things started with a drink rule, shall we?
Sure.
You mentioned how beautiful Hawaii is.
Yeah.
And I agree 100%. How could you not? Hawaii is gorgeous. It's paradise, right? You know? So I'd like to take a drink for every beautiful sky that we see in the movie.
That was on my list, you know. Just a nice slow pull drink for a magic hour vista, whether it's a beach or the hills, and it is a gorgeous. They picked the right times to shoot this movie, that's for sure. They knew what they were doing. Yeah, great choice there. Great choice.
Do you count if it is represented in art?
Good question.
I will say no. The art stuff could be a different rule, even.
I think so too.
You know, so it's like if you see a beautiful piece of art, because there's a lot of great art in this movie. You know, with Laura being an artist, from the paintings, from the mural to the Christmas cookies. You know, you can choose to make that a separate rule if you feel so inclined.
Okay,
I like it.
Stay in the drinking category.
Okay.
Drinking, smoking, whatever. Yeah.
I'll do well. I'll do a drinking one since we're on the drinking flow here. Anytime our BFF's shitty husband shows up, and of course he's dragging the Budweiser, when he's drinking, you're drinking. You know, if he's tipping back a tall boy, take some drinks. You know, drink with that shitty husband until he doesn't show up and the nice guy shows up again. But until then, yeah.
That's a good one. I really like that one. I have one that's just for the first act of the movie, which is take a shot when you first wonder if Harrison is going to make it out of this scene.
Good point. Yeah, because you're waiting for the other shoe to fall. You know the premise
Oh my
of the
god,
movie.
the creeping dread for the whole first act. You're like, well, that guy doesn't make it out of this movie.
Right.
I can tell right
Now,
away.
I know we're early for episode 2, but when he does bite it the first time, did it catch you off guard? Like, I think they effectively got you, because my wife jumped off the couch. She's like, oh, damn. And I'm like, yeah, here it came, so. Did it get you? I know you guys are seasoned veterans of jump scares and whatnot, so.
Oh, I mean, as are you. I do think it caught me by surprise. Yeah. But for maybe the wrong reason. I remember thinking, like, what a great detail it is that they waxed the board for him. And, like, you could see the nice, like, application of board wax on the board as he's pulling it off the back of the car. And I went, that's great detail work. Nicely done, prop guy. And then the thing happens.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree with Ansel. I think I felt a little bit more like that as well when it happened. I was just like, oh, it's happening now.
Right.
Back
to you, Ben.
Now that you've brought up a shot.
Yes, sir.
As we like to do here on Time to Party, we pay our respects to those who deserve it. So I think that we should take a shot for the great Danny Glover.
Okay.
He pops up in here relatively quickly, but he's important. And, whether he's getting too old for this shit or not, we love seeing him.
Yeah.
Well, along the same lines, when our girl kind of, over explains what's going on, and he sits down and grabs that joint and sits down and so smoking rule, smoke when he smokes, because it's a moment where he's he is the embodiment of, I'm too old for this shit. You tell me there's time travel, you tell me there's mixtape, and he just
all right, let me get on your level.
Yeah. So enjoy an entire joint while he's enjoying his joint there, because you might need it by that point in the movie.
That'll set you up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you're by that point you'll get to that final act where the doorbell rings and the big ending, and you're like, whoa, you might be in a good place. So yeah, or you need the Christmas cookies, one of the two.
Yeah. Hey, it's always a good time for Christmas cookies.
Oh my god.
We've been doing this too long, Ansel.
No. Oh, okay.
Okay, go-to Christmas cookie.
Yeah.
Go to Christmas. Sugar's too easy, so chocolate sugar cookies. Like put some cocoa in there and knock that up a little bit. Or a chewy gingerbread. Not these hard crispy fuckers. Give me the really got to munch in a little bit. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Ooh. Yeah. Like a crisp outside with the chewy inside.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah. Man, I have problems with all of them, but I'm gonna go with speculoos, which are these crispy, thin German ginger. Kind of the opposite of what Don was calling out.
Yeah, I'm talking thick and chewy, and you're going thin.
But they're super thin, so they're like perfect for like accompanying a little coffee or whatever. And yeah, they're phenomenal.
So, I mean, they're not my go-to per se, but the cookie that I most associate with Christmas, I feel like, are those ones that come in like the tin like canisters.
The Danish butter cookies.
Yeah. Those jelly you turn into a sewing kit after you're done with all the cookies.
Yeah, I'll skip to the sewing kit. Yeah, I'll go make other cookies. Good luck.
I just remember going to my aunt's houses or my grandparents' house and looking in the tin, and I'm like, oh, there's no more cookies. The disappointment.
Right.
All right. Whose turn is it? Where are we at?
Take a drink every time Chloe travels in time. Either way.
Ooh,
okay.
Nice.
So that's a sip rule.
Yep. But it keeps pace with the movie. Yeah.
It may not seem like it in the first act, but pace yourself on that one.
Okay.
I guess mine is related, and also this is my last rule because this is a very quick movie. It's svelte. Even it's aerodynamic. I was going to quote Rob Schneider from Surf Ninjas when he talks about a surfboard here, but I don't want to give Rob Schneider that satisfaction because he
reasonable.
Yeah, he knows what he did.
One hopes.
Yeah. Well, if you ask his trans daughter, he doesn't know what he did. So anyway, my last rule, which goes along with Ansel's, is take a drink whenever anyone presses play on a song.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
So it applies to yours as well,
Definitely.
but
Yeah.
it extends to Cooper or Harrison or Chloe or anyone who's
I
playing
like
music.
that.
Okay.
That's nice because that one also gets you into the first act as well, as opposed to waiting for that like shoe to drop.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll be my last one, same thing, 3 and only. I'll be hardcore and go for the shot. I'll say take a shot every time that painting changes. Which you got a montage there where you're gonna get loaded up good in the second act, but like, holy shit, the painting changed. So I'm going for a shot every time that painting changes. Which is her phone background, which is kind of silly too, but that's a lot. But yeah, I'll go hard in the second act. It's only 85 minutes. Got to get my party time in. So yeah.
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so my last rule is this is a weird detail, but I think they really wanted to get their money out of being in Oahu for real. So anytime you get an exterior shot of the building that they're going into, so exterior shots of Lost and Found and the floral business that it turns into, exterior shots of the various houses, they really like wanted to ground us in arriving at the place, then go in the place, as opposed to you could have just showed us Chloe in Lost and Found. We know where that is now, but we got the outside of that building every time.
Yeah, they did it in. Like you said, credit to that location manager and then the whatever agreeable guerrilla shooting they were able to do to kind of get these locations, because there are, like you said, there's Chicago and Los Angeles movies that don't take that time where you're like, I'm on a soundstage with lights in the background, out the windows aren't me. Like I know it's supposed to be Chicago, but we're not there. You're like, but you're right. They let you know we are knocking on the doors of our own places here in Oahu.
Yep. And there was an LA team credited in the the end of the film. So some of this was shot soundstage, presumably.
Yeah.
So
I had to
credit
guess.
to them for like taking the time to appreciate the luxury they had.
It's true.
But yeah, that could be a drink or a hit. That could be a smoking rule too, I think.
I dig it.
Well, all right, there we go, party people. We got a lot to choose from. Pick and choose or go for all the rules we gave you. Like we said, short movie goes quick. So you may not want to overload yourself with rules, but I think we gave you some good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, plus, if you watched Greatest Hits earlier, you basically you know.
I know we're gonna get there. That's for sure. Yeah,
we're just about to get there.
I know.
Yeah.
Teaser.
There you go. So, party people, make sure you come back next week for another episode of Time to Party. Real quick, we are now on YouTube thanks to the hard work of Ansel Birch.
Oh, it was very difficult.
So if you prefer to listen to your podcasts there, you can check us out over there on the YouTubes.
Yeah, which does mean that YouTube Music has our podcast as a podcast option.
Sweet.
So as they continue to expand their podcast offerings, we'll be there.
Yeah. If you're listening to us on Spotify and you're just like, oh man, I want to use YouTube. Well, there you go. You're welcome.
Now you can get ad-free YouTube and us.
There you go.
Now we're talking.
So while you're looking for that, you can find us elsewhere on the internet. I'm at bsilverio20 on Instagram, Letterboxd, Blue Sky, and then some other stuff that I don't use as much.
You can find me and my work on filmobsessive.com is where I'm the editor-in-chief and lead critic. Every movie has a lesson.com is my own site. On the socials, you can chase down Casablanca Don. That'll probably ping on Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, and TikTok.
And I am at The Indecisionist on all the meta properties, as well as Blue Sky and Yowza and Reddit now. I'm on Reddit. So yeah, find me there at The Indecisionist. And this has been an Indecisionist production. Special thanks to April Moralba for our podcast art and to Marlon Longett of Marlon and the Shakes for our amazing theme song.
Even though the majority of us don't really use social media platforms with hashtags anymore, I guess.
Instagram's still holding on.
Instagram still has them.
Yep.
All right. Well, if you're on Instagram and you want to join the conversation, you can use the hashtag #TimeToParty. That's time2party.
As well as time2party, all spelled out. Thanks to Warwick.
Yes, and for another slice of paradise, be sure to come back next week while we continue to talk about Press Play with Don Shanahan. Until then, party people, be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes!
Excellent.
There it is.
Check out another show from Indecisionist Productions. Welcome, adventurers from across time and space. 5 creators have been brought together from across the internet for one purpose and one purpose alone: to travel through time and have a good time doing it. When big changes happen to the timeline, the change attracts other time travelers like gravity. They won't be able to move past it until they fix whatever was messed up. So our heroes are stuck together, but only for the time being.
You're saying the secret part out loud.
I think that she is fine.
Okay, because you were both screaming. She was screaming, you were also screaming.
And you have brought it here, and you are the one who is effing up the timeline.
My hand is definitely still a little covered in blood, my weird hand.
Do you scream when he screams?
Yeah, absolutely.
For the Time Being, a new actual play podcast from Indecisionist Productions, playing the Mavericks system, available wherever fine podcasts are downloaded.